REANIMAL is shaping up to rival the likes of Little Nightmares and more. From the first glimpse of the world of REANIMAL, one thing is clear. This game is dark. Imagine the oppressive, eerie atmospheres of Little Nightmares, but amplified. The world is decaying, twisted, and everything seems to be on the verge of collapse. It's not just a nightmare, it feels like an apocalypse. We're stepping into a world where survival isn't just a matter of staying alive, but maintaining your sanity against a relentless force of dread. The developers have doubled down on the idea of hopelessness. Every environment feels lived in, corrupted, and completely hostile, as if the world itself has gone feral, ready to tear apart anything that remains human. And speaking of feral, let's talk about the title, REANIMAL. Now, I know a lot of you have been curious about the meaning behind this. Re often means back or again, right? And animal speaks to something primal, something wild. So what does that give us? The name REANIMAL could be hinting at reawakening or something deep and primal. A world where survival hinges on embracing those animalistic instincts just to make it through the horrors. It's not just the monsters that are reanimalized. Maybe the characters are losing their humanity too, becoming something darker as the game unfolds. That idea that survival means sacrificing something human, that's the core theme of this game. It's all about transformation, and not necessarily in a good way. We are not just fighting monsters, we are fighting what we are becoming. Now here's the kicker. If you're a fan of Little Nightmares like me, you might notice a lot of similarities. Despite developers announcing they were done with the Little Nightmares franchise, REANIMAL feels like its twisted cousin. It's like they took everything that worked in Little Nightmares and pushed it into an even darker space. It's almost as if they're competing with Little Nightmares 3, which I've also covered in a recent video. But back to REANIMAL. The environments, the sound design, the eerie characters, they're all built on that same fear of helplessness, of being small in a world that's out to devour you. But here it's even more intense. This world is filled with creatures that will hunt you, and there is little you can do about it. And let me tell you, the sound design, it's like stepping into the darkest recesses of your mind. It feels oppressive, heavy, and suffocating. You hear every breath, every scrape and roar in the distance, making you question your next move. And we can't talk about REANIMAL without diving into the characters and the lore. Who are they? Why is everything falling apart? And are they really human? Or have they already begun their own reanimalization? In REANIMAL, you play as two siblings that find themselves trapped in this dark, broken world. Unlike the silent protagonists of Little Nightmares, these characters have a deeply emotional connection that drives the story forward. And it seems like they will have dialogue at some point, as we can hear in a voice in the trailer.
I thought you were dead.
They are not just trying to survive, they're trying to find their friends and uncover this horrific truth about the world they've been thrust into. Their bond gives the game an emotional core that contrasts with the darkness of the world around them. But don't get too attached. This is a world that feeds on fear, and both of them are constantly at risk. The lore behind REANIMAL suggests that the world itself is alive in a way, feeding off the emotions of the characters. Every interaction they have with the world reveals more about its twisted history, and the deeper you go, the more you realize how far from salvation you are. The creatures of this world are unlike anything we've seen before. They seem to have a purpose, as if driven by some unseen force. These beasts we encounter are mostly nightmarish versions of animals and disturbingly warped people. It's clear that they're all connected to the dark force that controls this world. The more you play, the more you'll uncover about the terrible truth about their creation. It's honestly crazy to think we're getting not one, but two incredible co-op horror games that play with the same formula of childhood nightmares. While Little Nightmares 3 is on everyone's radar, REANIMAL might just sneak up and take the crown for the darkest, most twisted horror experience of 25. REANIMAL will be dropping for PC, Xbox, and PlayStation 5. So what do you think about REANIMAL? Does it look like it'll scratch that Little Nightmares itch for you? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Alright, that's all for today. Stick around for more horror gaming content, and as always, stay safe and keep that flashlight close.